In the middle of the Liberty absolutely blowing out the Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark, I got the notification that Caitlin Clark has just won the ESPY for Best WNBA Player. So, hard day to be a Fever fan. You're watching them get blown out by the New York Liberty. The MRI came back for Caitlin Clark and it did not look good. And I had just finished watching Lisa Leslie's take on her own groin injury and how long and how hard that was for her to deal with. So seeing the news that Caitlin Clark won the ESPY kind of threw me off. I was having my own pity party. And if you don't know what an ESPY is, it is the annual award ceremony, kind of like the sports version of the Oscars, where individual and team athletic achievements are awarded. You probably know that Paige Beckers did win in 2021, and this year's winner of Best WNBA Player was Caitlin Clark. She is obviously not there to accept the award. She is in New York, in my town, which I was supposed to be at that game, but I was not able to actually go. But I will be at the game on the 22nd. So Kiki Iriafen and other ESPN personalities had accepted the award on her behalf. Okay, so here they are accepting the award on her behalf. It looks like they're definitely in LA. They're definitely in Hollywood. I used to live right around the corner from there.
And the winner is Caitlin Clark, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
I'm going to accept this
Oh, wow. That looked real exciting. Okay.
award on behalf of her.
It's a nice accessory for you in the meantime.
Thank you very much. She's obviously not here right now. But Ari, when you think about all that Caitlin has done in the last year, what has stood out to you?
I see just exponential growth.
So again, this is for last year. And remember, last year she won the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year. She broke record after record after record. She started foundations. Honestly, the list is endless. But let's move on.
She brings eyes to the game so that the next generation can come out and thrive. Just exciting to watch. Her villain origin story has started and she loves to play into it, and the fans...
Wait, did she just say her villain origin story just started? Hang on a second.
Player, just exciting to watch. Her villain origin story has started and she loves to play into it, and the fans eat it right up. And so we can see
what isn't everybody like very, very upset about the term villain in the WNBA, and now the ESPN broadcasters are just, listen, I don't know, I'm a little confused. Anyway, that was kind of awkward. Actually, speaking of awkward, Shane Gillis made a joke at the ESPYs. It's actually still going on right now. I have it going on in my living room over there. But the joke was so out of pocket. I'm not even going to put it up here. But go ahead and just look it up because it was just honestly weird. And the worst part about it is that it was not even funny. Yeah, he airballed that one. I am actually currently making this video with the game on behind the camera. I'm just watching the New York Liberty absolutely pummel the Indiana Fever. Right now, the score is 83-64. Izzy Harrison was like giving Indiana Fever the business. And when Izzy Harrison gives any team the business, there is something going on in the team. And honestly, the Indiana Fever, I'm sure, feel very deflated after the news of what happened to Caitlin Clark, especially after whatever the MRI scan showed. Lisa Leslie ended up talking about her own groin injury, and this is what she said.
Well, I really feel for Caitlin Clark because I actually had that injury 2006. And listen, I was heavily taped around my thigh, around my glute, just trying to make sure there was enough pressure to hold that groin. And the hard part is that the groin is sort of an area that you can't just touch and go, it hurts right here. You feel it deep. You have to get a lot of deep treatment, whether it's ice and heat and rest. Well, Caitlin Clark, she can't find a lot of rest right now because she's mid-season.
No, also, the thing is that your groin, even if you aren't playing hard, it's something that is constantly moving when you're walking. It's just something that you use so much. So resting it is a little harder than resting other areas of the body.
But I think that injury is really tough because it lingers. No matter how much medicine you take,
Lingers.
You can feel fine. You get back out there, one move, one change of direction, and boom, you're right back feeling that same type of pain. So it's going to be a tough injury that she's going to have to manage.
How long did it take you to recover from?
To be honest, Tracy, I
Not
play tennis
great.
and I can still feel that injury linger because I don't know
What?
that it ever really goes away. You just learn to manage and play with it, which could also lead to why her numbers are down.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
the logo shoots the longest distance out there in the WNBA consistently, and that's going to take away from her lift, whether she's shooting 3-point range or even
Yeah.
further out. I remember struggling all season long in 2006 with that injury.
Yeah, okay. I've been saying this since I started noticing her shooting slump go down. Or actually, no, that's not true. I started saying this with her quad when she got her first quad injury. Of course, I love watching those logo bombs, but they take so much explosive energy from your quads that you should maybe just like tone it down, take a regular 3-point shot because, making those at a high clip still looks really good. And her playmaking is always super fun to watch. But I think, the expectations of the logo bombs, I've been saying this a lot. I think that Caitlin Clark puts a lot of expectations on herself for the expectations of what she thinks people want to see. So I'm here to tell you, Caitlin, you don't have to shoot logo bombs every game. You can shoot closer to the 3-point line. Those touchdown dimes are enough for me. But right now, I do not want to see Caitlin Clark on the court. But yeah, after watching Lisa Leslie's take, I really respect Lisa Leslie. I respect her takes on basketball. I like her unbiased opinion. I like how she, helped Angel Reese. I like how she admires Caitlin Clark. She is just a real one, and I really did not like hearing this from her. This is somebody who has dealt with groin strains, or groin injury, whatever the injury was. So yeah, kind of like a bummer of a day because, Caitlin Clark is out, because this affects the All-Star game, because this affects the excitement around the WNBA as a whole. And there is 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The New York Liberty are whooping the Indiana Fever 98-73. What is going on here? Let's see. So the Indiana Fever are shooting 25% from the three. They have taken 31 shots compared to the New York Liberty shooting 51%. Their entire field goal percentage from the New York Liberty is 57%, and the entire shooting percentage of the Indiana Fever is 36%. This is just a total domination. Although the Indiana Fever are out-rebounding the New York Liberty, because when I was first watching it, they were getting out-rebounded. The Indiana Fever were playing no defense whatsoever, and they each have 8 steals. I wasn't seeing that either. I know the New York Liberty were getting fast break after fast break, but let's look at the team stats. Wow, the Liberty are out-assisting the Fever 30 assists to 16. It looks like the Fever are just not moving the ball around. Points in the paint. The points in the paint are fairly close. 34 points for Indiana Fever to the 40 of the New York Liberty. And the New York Liberty only have 3 more fouls than the Indiana Fever, 16-13. But yeah, kind of, a down day for the Indiana Fever fan base. But you know what? The Indiana Fever was a team that beat the Lynx. I just think that the energy is down. I think that everything that happened recently does, it's a mental game. There's a lot of mental aspects that go into playing the game. And I think that with the rest of the Fever knowing, and Caitlin Clark herself too, she is pretty much the leader of that team. With the whole team kind of knowing that the whole fan base is down because of this, I think that it's coming out on the court.